Welcome back, and you're watching our special podcast on this very auspicious day of AkshayTritiya. And moving on, we now have understanding of diamonds and key trends this season. Joining us is De Beers Forum Marks, Amit Prabhari. Amit, hi, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, the gold prices have been very volatile. Do you see better improvement in diamond jewelry, as it were?
AkshayTritiya is a very auspicious moment for jewelry and for Indian market point of view. So this is the time wherein people buy gold, diamond jewelry for their, it's a beginning of, new things. So now looking at 2024 season, we are quite optimistic. Of course, there is a slight temporary, I would say, slowdown because of the gold price. But what's happening is that it is actually helping the other categories, which is a non-gold, that is a diamond, color stone, that segment, because people need reasons to buy. And with the change in price, people are moving towards to diamond jewelry and other category. So within the jewelry segment itself. So we look forward for a great AkshayTritiya season, especially when it comes to diamond and diamond jewelry.
All right. Amit, hold on. Also joining us now is Sachin Jain of World Gold Council. Sachin, hi, welcome to the show. And I do understand that you are traveling store to store, trying to understand, gauging on what's happening on the ground, really. So what is it that you're picking up until now in sense of sales?
Thanks, Manisha. Through you, wishing everybody a very happy AkshayTritiya. And as Amit was saying, it's the starting of, some great things. And what I'm seeing on the ground and on the stores, and I'm talking about reference about 8 cities we visited over the last 4 to 5 days. It's been an incredible comeback for gold. And when I say incredible, I'm talking about great traffic, great bookings, and this little down on the price over the last 2 weeks that we've witnessed, where the prices have stabilized a little bit, has really propelled the consumers to come in. And I'd like to reflect on a few categories. While we were preparing on the floors over the last quarter, there was anticipation that with the increased price, perhaps only the very low-end goods or lighter goods might sell. What ironically we've seen is that a lot of wedding-based buying, which had to happen this year, that segment has really, really propelled, in the sense that consumers, where the weddings are happening, they are completing the buying with the anticipation that the gold price might further go up through the year. So that was one area. We've seen the 10 gram to 20 gram area really doing well. What we've seen a significant impact is the low end, like 2 gram to 5 gram area, which are like the 15,000 to, let's say, 35,000 rupees product lines. That's where we've seen a slight drop. That's what we've seen. And essentially, south, of course, I've just landed in Chennai, so I'm going to be seeing the stores here. And the good thing is, today, AkshayTritiya spreads over 2 days, because the Muhurat is spread over 2 days, which is great for the consumers and for the trade. And Chennai, of course, is one part. We've seen slightly slow Hyderabad and Telangana. We've seen Calcutta going quite well, and Bombay and the West responding well. North, we still to get, we're waiting for the evening. And hopefully with a very, very crazy summer in Delhi particularly, we're expecting the consumers to come out in the evening.
But I also want to understand on what is the quantum that you're looking at, because as per understanding, we do understand that every AkshayTritiya, you see 10 to 15 to 20 tons of gold being sold, not just on this 1 or 2 days, but over the week or over the AkshayTritiya month. Yeah. Are we looking to achieve those numbers?
110% we will be achieving the numbers, in the sense that what we've already picked up is that from a bookings point of view, that people generally book over the last 2 weeks. As you said, people book and they collect on the day of the AkshayTritiya. We've seen that crossing for almost the big chains and the important retailers. We've seen already that getting crossed. So we will be pretty positive in terms of that we will certainly cross the last year volume. And what numbers and what percentages, I think by the end of the day today will be quite clear as to what percentage will be up.
Sachin, a very quick final question. So what is it that you're looking at as in sense of statewise? I mean, as you said, you've been looking at 4 and 5 states over the last 4 or 5 days for that matter. Which one seems to be doing better than the other?
Well, of course, significantly, I mean, for South Indian market, this is, of course, the most important few days.
Yes.
And lots riding on these few days. But interestingly, as I said, the East market is doing well. And I'm really hopeful that once in the evening the customers are out. So you were right when you said that the numbers for Punjab and Delhi have been strong, but the higher level product has sold. But we really would love that more consumers come and buy, and hopefully that should be by end of play today. But I think also with a very subdued last quarter on gold, where things are going up and down, I think this was perhaps expected because it's kind of a comeback from that sense. And one area which we've seen is not impacted that much is the impact of the elections as such. I mean, in the sense we were all a little less buoyant
concerned about that, yes.
Yeah, so that's been ironically quite not what was expected. But let's see what happens by the end of the day.
Thank you so much for joining us. But Amit, coming back to you, and what would you say are the buyers looking for right now? As Sachin was saying, the larger chunk seems to be doing well. It's the smaller chunk that has slid further down. But small or big diamond jewelry or both, what are you looking at in sense of trends?
Right now, if you see post-COVID, people have added more meaning to their life, especially for their loved one. And when it comes for expressing their love, their emotion, diamond plays a big role per se. India predominantly had been always a small size market, for small size in the sense market for smaller diamond jewelry. But with the increase in the global trend adaptation, I would say the increase in the disposable income, we see there is a demand for the bigger sizes, bigger solitaires is also increasing. End client is currently looking for meaningful jewelry, okay, and that's where the brands are playing a big role. The end client doesn't want to just buy a jewelry for the heck of it. They want to buy a jewelry which is more meaningful, more with whom they can connect. And if you see in Forever Mark, we have some amazing international collection, be it Avanti, Icon. These are jewelry which has a strong meaning, which can represent the stronger women of today. So similarly, all other brands are also doing the activity. In the short term, we see a great potential, and as well as the long term. If you see the organized retail sector in India is still large segment of it. So the unorganized one. The organized one are expanding. If you see the expansion of big retailers from India like Tanishq, Malabar, Alukkas, those people are expanding rapidly. And there is a space which is people are willing to accept brand because they come with a lot of trust and assurance and so forth. So from a short term to long term, India continues to be an important market. If you look at the current size of jewelry market, which is at a $79 billion, it is expected to grow to around between 120 to 130 billion dollar in next 7 to 8 years. So it has a very, very positive sign as of now.
Amit, thank you as always for joining us and giving us a sense on what to expect this Akshay Tritiya. But our special broadcast on Akshay Tritiya cannot end without a celebrity quotient. Joining us now is Gauri Khan, who will take us through the journey with Zoya and her favorite picks. Hello, Gauri. How are you? And tell us a little more about the evening that you're spending with Zoya launching their latest collection.
Thank you, Manisha. Nice to be here. Today, we are celebrating Zoya and its design journey over the last 15 years. In many ways, Zoya has changed the way people experience their fine jewelry in India. They have exquisite pieces that are rich with meaning. They told me that today they are going to showcase 4 beautiful collections that bring alive the Zoya story of celebrating women. So I'm looking forward to it.
Gauri, also, what do you look at when you are buying jewelry? Is it the design, the color, the theme, the whole ensemble? Or what is it that calls you out when you are deciding on what piece to pick?
For me, jewelry should be meaningful. Every piece of jewelry I have has a story associated with it. I also think that you must buy jewelry that is versatile so you can wear it with different outfits and enjoy it often. It shouldn't be something you just wear it once and then leave it in your locker.
Gauri, also, what is a special piece of jewelry that you would perhaps like to give to your daughter going forward?
I think Zoya's new bangle, My Embrace, is a very lovely piece of art that can be worn every day and enjoyed. It's simple but beautifully crafted.
Gauri, thank you so much for joining us and answering all of those questions. And with that, it's curtains down on this special broadcast. But do stay tuned with CNBC TV 18 for more news and updates coming up.